Okay, we are live. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I did tell you that this was coming today, and I am so excited. I'm out in the cabinet at the moment, and I can tell you it's pretty cold here today. But I've just been speaking to Jasdeep, who you can probably see in front of you, and he's definitely got me even more excited than I was to begin with, which is pretty good. The stuff that I've been hearing so far is going to be so good for you. So I just want you to just give us a few minutes to let you know what we've got, because this is completely different. This is not like the kind of stuff you'd normally see available on Warrior Plus at all. All right. This actually comes from part of Jasdeep's kind of empire of training that is very much high ticket. All right. So what you're getting here is the opportunity to tap into somebody who's cracked traffic without having a buyers list. Now, just to give you a little bit of an insight on this, you know that what I teach you is to get that buyers list, right? It's the holy grail. And you need the buyers list to make those sales at the press of a button whenever you want. But there are ways that we can kind of fast track and get money coming in before we've built up our products and we've got those buyers lists. And Jasdeep has got one of those systems honed down to a fine art, and he's going to share that with us today. So I really want you to pay attention to this, stick around, and make sure you stay to the end, because I'm going to tell you about a fantastic bonus bundle that just makes this a complete no-brainer, to the point that you could just go, all right, that's it, I'm going to buy it anyway, right now, before you even find out what Jasdeep has got for you. Okay, so Jasdeep, welcome to the call, and thanks so much for joining me today on a Sunday. In the morning. All right. So tell us a little bit about what you've got here today, because I know I'm certainly very excited and to hear what you've told me so far. It just sounds incredible.
Well, first of all, thanks, Trevor, for having me on. Hello, everyone.
You're welcome.
Yes, I just want to make something clear. So, like, you know, a lot of the people watching this may or may not have made money online before. They may have, you know, still looking for that freedom. And I very much still feel like one of those people, because it really wasn't long ago when I'm literally still feel like a newbie. It's just that I kind of figured something out. And while I was on that journey of struggling and like those frustrating times, I just promised myself, if I do ever figure something out, I will package it up and I will share it with people. Because
lovely. Do you know what? That's exactly what I did, and that's how I created Breakthrough. Because I said at the beginning, you know, and for me, it's only been a few years. Like if I can work this out, I want to show other people how to do it. So
yes,
that's
that's
lovely.
Yeah, it's just like a puzzle, and then if I finally crack it, I've got to put this out there somehow. But anyway, I won't go on too much about that. So what I've got here today, what we've produced is, you know, even though I'm known in the industry for paid ads and running a lot of traffic, I have a traffic agency. But what served me so well is actually using free traffic methods. Now, I stayed away from this a lot, because when we say free, it's often associated with spamming forums, this, that, and not very refined techniques or whatever. But what happened is I just tried something out. You know, it was very natural. Almost by accident. Nobody taught me anything. I kind of learned. I read a couple of books or whatever, and maybe I've got a knack for selling. I don't know, but I just kind of put something out there, and I made. I think the first time I did it, I made like $2,000 over 3 days. Right.
Nice.
And I thought, hold on, something was good there.
Something worked,
Something worked. And then when another product came along, I applied the exact same formula, and again, it did really well. And then I scaled it up and did, a slightly high ticket one. We actually sold a course for between $997, and then we upped it to $1,500. And that we sold like over 50, 60 units.
Wow.
And that's when I thought, this is working. Whatever I'm doing here is working. So so
I just got to interrupt you. I did actually, before we come on the call, I said to Jasdeep, I asked him a question, said, tell me some numbers. What, how much could people kind of make out of this strategy? And his answer was a lot. And I thought, I like that. Let's we don't have to get into too much detail, but it's reassuring to know that this is not something that is just going to bring in a few bob. It could actually bring in some serious money if you do, exactly what you teach. And I'm assuming that, everything is laid out in this, and you don't, you're not holding anything back and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, I've got all the case studies there of of 5 or 6 different products I did. And the reason I said a lot is because the strategy and effort it takes to sell, say, a $10 product or promote a $10, it's kind of the same for a higher ticket product. You just have to do a few tweaks, which I show anyway. So in terms of the numbers, it's very possible to not, like, I didn't have to use paid ads or any ads for the longest time. I did. Even now I still rely on, this is the very system. People always laugh. They think I'm running, tens of thousands of Facebook ads, but really I'm not, because why would I, with using organic and free methods? If you can systemize it and treat it as you're running an ad, the same sort of skill set, not just blindly posting stuff out there.
Yeah.
Then it's magical, really. It is.
Yeah, and for a lot of the people that are watching this now, Jasdeep, they're going to be thinking, well, that this actually sounds like what I need, because I don't have any spare money, which is why I'm trying to learn how to make money online. And that's exactly where I was when I started out, and probably yourself. Where you're literally looking for how can you make more money without having to invest money that you're going to take a chance on. I mean, paid ads can be very good, but you can spend a small fortune in a very short period of time. And sometimes you'll think to yourself, oh, well, you need to have a little gamble. You need to have a little risk if you're going to make some, some returns. But when you're not really clear on what it is you're supposed to do, that can end up being very, very expensive. So to hear that this is something that we can do completely free, and that you're going to even show us, I think, because what we were talking about earlier on, is you even show us how, like, the kind of, like, say, let's just give you an example. I teach a thing called what I call the Facebook method, where you build up a kind of list of friends, and you post a post that says, look, I made $260 in the last 15 minutes, comment how below. And, I teach them just the basics of how to go about contacting the people, etc. But you've actually got scripts that you're giving that are proven to work. So literally what you've done, you are handing over and saying, copy what I've done and you're going to get results. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it. So and these are various different products, like you said. So a lot of the time people do successfully get a lot of engagement on their posts or whatever. But what comes next? The thing people struggle with most is actually closing the sale, right? Which is why we've included the bonus module, which is sales mastery. Okay, great. A lot of people can get lots of friends on Facebook excited, but what's the next step? What do you actually say to get them to buy? And this is the very important. So we've got a DM script. I think we've got how to sell via DM conversations, and how to also make big high ticket sales.
I mean, that itself is like a course in itself. And you also mentioned that your case studies include, if I'm not mistaken, a case study on a Warrior Plus product, a case study on high ticket, a case study on network marketing, all completely different kind of platforms. Agency case study, was that?
Yeah, so I'm just looking at it now. So the first example was.
Are you in the members area, by the way, at the moment?
Yeah, I am.
Do you want to share your screen and we can take a look at that? I might need to make you a presenter. Let me see.
Yeah, so we need to add.
Okay. So I've made you a presenter. So if you click on, there's like two screens together, and then you'll see the option to run in browser. Oh, you got it right. You got it there. Yep, we're there. Okay,
cool. So should I just go through it?
Yeah, just give us a little overview of what we get.
All right.
How much is it for the front end for this product?
I believe $12.95. I believe
during like $12.95, right? Just do me a favor, everyone that's watching this, just go and buy it. As soon as it's available. I mean, we don't even need to say anything else. The conversation that I've had with Jasdeep before we came on, I'm telling you, this is worth $12.95 plus my bonuses just make it a complete no-brainer. So sorry,
yeah,
Jasdeep, off you go.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a lot more than that, honestly.
Oh,
but it's just it's my first launch, so I thought okay. Anyway, so
and do you know what? First launches are often, I've got to say, often the most incredible value that you'd see. All right, because with first launches, you get something like what you've got here with Jasdeep. You get what somebody has created and crafted that succeeded because they took it to somebody and said, look, don't know if you're interested, but I've been doing this. And somebody has said, what? That's insane. This first launches are always good. So I'm even more excited.
Yeah.
Go on, I'll let you speak.
Yeah. So what you're going to do, you're going to log in, you get my lovely partner here, business partner, Dan. He's going to welcome you. He's going to let you know what to do. Then there's just some details. Now we jump into the main training, and it's quite in depth, right? If you guys are watching this and you get it, I want you to lock out all your distractions, grab a coffee, get a pen and paper, and I swear, if you just do this, every single student of mine who did this made money within the first 24 hours.
Oh, well.
Every single one who did this, who followed this. Now, the only ones who didn't are the ones who got lazy and maybe got distracted by YouTube or Netflix. So
Look, and I've got to say, because I've said this many times with my training, if you do what is taught, you will get results. Now, I can say that about my training. I can't say that about every product that's released, 10 products a day on Warrior Plus, etc. But again, just going by the conversations that we've had off air before coming on today, I can tell you that if you go through what's taught in here, you will get results.
Right. Yeah. So this is an overview. Okay. So because I think it's important for people to have the foundations, right? There's no point. So this is going to clarify everything, what we're doing, why we're doing it, what's possible, just so you got a solid understanding. Okay. That's 15 minutes. Now,
do you know what? That's one of the most important things I find for when I go into members areas is that it's quite often missing is the video that says this is what this is all about. They tend to go straight into do this, and you're like, well, hold on a second, why? So very important.
Yeah, I found as I was going through trainings and just learning stuff, an overview at the start was really important. Otherwise, you don't kind of have a solid yardstick, if you like. Okay, where am I going? Where am I? But if you have an overview, then once you're learning and going through it, at least you know, okay, I'm at this point. So
absolutely.
Now this is called an organic marketing sales sequence, and this on its own is just so key. So I learned this from I've only invested in 2 high-level mentors. So I literally paid upwards of 12-15K for this thing. But once you understand this, it's honestly the most important thing in the world. So it's literally, if you think of it like this is why I say I've boiled it down to science, because what happens when you're selling online, and this goes for paid ads and everything, to be honest, but I'm just applying it for organic here. But there's certain phases that your audience or your traffic has to go through before they're ready to actually buy from you. So here I break down the 4 phases. So this could almost be said, this is very cold, then they're getting warmer, then they're ready to buy. Okay, everybody says that.
This is so good. This is so good.
Yeah, but how do you actually? Okay, everybody sees Russell Brunson and then copies it, cold, hot, cool. But how do you actually do that? What, do you know what I mean? How do you actually? So that's why I break down here. What is the strategy to do that? How do you move people through these phases? Okay. Now, first thing you need to understand is how to do it on a basic level on Facebook, right? There's no point of running paid ads. See, a lot of people don't understand traffic. It's not about traffic. It's actually about converting the traffic.
Yeah, what you do with the traffic.
What you do with it.
Where that traffic goes, how it flows, how it's responded to, yeah.
Exactly, and how you put them through a sequence of events to make them buy from you. That's all it is. So this breaks that down. And there's people in my course who have used this and applied it to paid advertising, because it's the same principle. It's just a little more tricky. But what I recommend for everybody,
it's converting the traffic, isn't it? So however you're getting the traffic, but what you're teaching is free, but if they get great results and they want to start doing it with paid, they can.
You scale it up.
Yeah.
Exactly, you scale it up. So this, I walk them through the 4 phases, why they're important, what they are, and how to move your prospects through them. So it's important to understand this, because when you're doing the actual selling and promo and getting that, then you'll recognize, okay, I've got the prospects at this stage, or okay, okay, I need to move them through this stage. So yeah, so that went down really well with the members. They're like, wow. And then we get into the technical side of stuff, right? So just optimizing your social media channel. There's just
I bet you'd take a look at mine and you'd be appalled at how unoptimized it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, see, everybody just has their own like thing that works for them, but a lot of people just stumble through,
Jasdeep, don't they? They literally just stumble through without any direction. So just being told, look, if you do this, this is going to be better. If you do this, it's going to be, and being told that all the way through, you feel you're making progress. You know?
And it's like, a lot of the people I work with, because I got a lot into paid ads, conversions, EPCs, webinar, this, that, and they were just like, Jazz, just tell us how to make money from Facebook. And then what happened? I showed them a few things, and this turned out to be the easiest way. And I kind of looked at it and I said, you know what? This is still one of my main income earners, even now. Because it's an absolute asset if you build up your social media profile. And it's free.
what you're teaching in here is something that you still use on a regular basis to make money from free traffic, right?
Yeah. So can I give an example? Let's say.
Yeah.
So let's say Trevor says, Jazz, I've got this this product, it's $997 and my commission is 50% or something, right?
Yeah.
So what I would do is, because in my social media channel, I have a large following, a large group of people who trust me, they like me, they know me.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a buyer's list, but it's just, you're not emailing them, you're messaging them. Then I would put out a message with specific words.
Yeah.
To basically attract them, because if it fits with what they need, and then I would use.
You know what? We should do a test on this for my breakthrough. We should do a test on this and get yourself some 50% commissions on that using your system.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely, it works with anything. And this is the thing. What happened is I kind of had to decide, like, okay, because you do have to be careful, right? You have, just the way we treat the buyers list really well. It's the same with your social media following.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's a valuable asset, isn't it? You need to nurture it and look after it and keep feeding it value.
That's it. That's exactly it. And then once you do, it's like a ATM. You see a product that they'll like, then you just get in front of them. So So this is optimizing your social media channel. Not difficult. Just a few things, little technical things, which is good. Then finding buyers, building your audience for 100% free.
Nice.
Okay? Now, this isn't just adding people left, right, and center. This is finding buyers.
So this isn't just the way I teach it, which is the lame basic way. This is the way to really do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what yours is, but it's just
mine's all right.
Yeah, it's just a way to literally hone in on who's going to buy what you're selling.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And there's a way to do that, and it's all broken down here. And then creating your content. So this is pretty cool because, again, a lot of people kind of just say post this and that, but what it is, they'll get this. So they get a content sheet here, how to plan it out, but really when to post and what to post. So there's actually certain types of posts which work. So I broke it down here.
Lovely.
So these are there's high value and low value. And then there's here all the different types of posts, what they do. And then there's examples as well.
Fantastic.
Yes.
This is good stuff.
Yeah. So this is a post I done for what do you call it? Yeah, for a JV Zoo promo. As you can see, 140 comments, 117 comments, 140 reactions. And you will see a lot more than that. But the important thing here is, off the back of this post, I actually sold my Traffic Masters course to a handful of these people.
Yeah.
And that's 997 times a handful, which isn't bad.
Yeah. And you know what? It's just seeing that. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that I teach my students and stuff, and I've got results from. But to do that and get high ticket sales is really exciting as well, because, as you said, there's not a lot of difference in selling something that's $10 or $15 to something that's $500 to $1,000, but there's subtle tweaks that you can do to increase the conversions. So yes, this is good stuff.
Yeah, and what it really comes down to, what I've found is, if you're unable to sell high ticket, it's usually because your audience hasn't moved through these phases, or you've skipped one of them. You've gone from them not knowing you to trying to sell them something high ticket. And if you skip these two in the middle, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So again, it all links together. That's why it's So yeah, this is the types of posts with examples, and if people need more, we have a Facebook group, so I have a ton.
Yeah, there's a ton there already, isn't there? It's just, from what we've seen so far, is just clearly ridiculous value.
Yeah, and then how to
I'm just going to say, I'm just so glad that that I got on this call with you, and that we're doing this now. This is going to be awesome value. Yeah,
thanks for having me on. I think it'll be good for for a lot of people, because, like I said, I kept seeing courses like this being sold for $397, and they weren't very good, especially because I'm a lot in the network marketing space. I serve those people with traffic.
Yeah.
It just wasn't very good what was being taught. So I did it this way.
Yeah.
Then there's how to get massive engagement on social media. This is very cool as well, actually. This is a little hack, if you will. And then how to warm up your algorithm for maximum results. Again, this works for LinkedIn as well. So LinkedIn is good for high ticket. Very, like somebody like yourself, Trevor. LinkedIn would be a good marketplace for you.
Yeah.
And then the way to take it to the next level is, instead of doing it yourself, once you understand the process, you can literally hire human labor.
Humans. Hire a human. Yeah, sounds good.
So what happens? You can do all that part, and the only time you get involved, I don't know if you do over the phone closing.
It depends. It depends. Yeah. Sometimes I do if I'm selling my one-on-one coaching.
So something like that. But just to let you know, it can be systemized. It's a bit difficult, but
yeah.
And then here's an over-the-shoulder. Well, this is me doing it live.
Nice.
Yeah, so people can see how it happens.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's a 30-day challenge. So this is a 2-hour video. This is
right.
This is a step by. Oh yeah, I forgot about this actually.
Yeah. So there's a 30-day challenge 2-hour video. Even that's worth the $12.95, regardless of everything else we've already talked about.
Yeah. Well, the boys haven't included the resource document here. I need to get added. But basically, this is actually a very good part. Let me dig this out, because I think people are going to love this. What can happen, because there's quite a lot of information, people can get overwhelmed. Yeah. So what I did is I just boiled it down.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I wanted to ask you. On my list, in my tribe, I've got people that are joining all the time, and people that have been with me for a while, but also that just might feel, this sounds really interesting and sounds really exciting, but they've never done anything like it before. This course that you've put together, that we're seeing there, all those different modules and videos there, that's going to be able to take somebody from the beginning. Yeah. So like literally, if you've not done this before, you can go through this and you'd understand at the end, correct?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Because I had the same issue with the people I was working with. So this is another reason why I made this 30-day challenge, because there was so much content there. People were often overexcited or whatever. So I boiled it down into all you have to do for 30. All you have to do is three simple things. So there's 3 tasks here. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes a day.
Lovely.
And just watch this video, and I do the 3 things live. And then you can, as long as you've done those 3 things, you're done for the day, and the rest, and it will work, right? And there's a lot of people who've done the 30-day challenge, very successful in the Facebook group.
This is so good.
Main training. Then you got the bonus, how to literally sell anything directly from your social media account with done for you examples. So what will happen is below this, you'll get all of these case studies.
Okay.
I show you what I posted, the amount made. So you see we done 50K on this one.
Nice.
This is a JV.
Yeah.
Then I sold this one, Warrior Plus promo. That was Jamie Lewis.
$1,200 in 2 days.
Yep, JV Zoo promo. This was Neil Napier. So all
$1,100. Yeah, nice.
And where am I? And then so this is how to sell in the chats. Yeah. So imagine you're on the go on your Instagram account. You know, you're waiting for a bus. You can literally deploy the script and start selling whatever you're selling.
Yeah.
So it's really quite, but be warned, this is very addictive. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can imagine.
Yeah, I nearly failed my pharmacy degree because I got so engrossed in this when I first started.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't have a system. I was doing it by accident, and you can imagine I was on the phone all the time. Like, just trying to bang it out. And then how to make high ticket. And this another bonus is 2 hours. This is important as well. How to build a unique personal brand. So if you guys have the desire to be the next Ty Lopez or Sam Ovens or Trevor Carr, this is a formula to how to do it, right? Because there's actually science behind it. Again, they haven't included the document. I'm going to get onto them to do that. But yeah, that'll
all be there. That'll all be there.
Yeah,
this is fantastic, Jazz. Thank you so much. Now, a couple of things just before we wrap this up. Are you able to tell me a little bit about the OTOs? Just run through them kind of quickly so that we know what they are, why you think that they're well worth considering or not. I'm sure you're going to say they are, and how much they are. Just give us a rough idea. Yeah.
So the first, so we've got OTO 1, which is the Cataclysm hack. Yeah. Can you still see my screen? Or not?
No, we can't. Do you want to share it or? No,
it's okay.
No.
I'll just talk it out. So
that's fine. I'm going to go AV pod here. I think AV view. That's it. Yeah, cool.
There we go. So the first one, it's a live case study. So we've just talked about free traffic. Yep. Once these guys get a grasp of that and start making some money, then what they can do is we show them a way to use Google ads in order to apply the same formula, but use Google ads. And in that training, we actually show them how they can start for free because Google give out some coupons and stuff like that.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. And then again, the beauty of this is if you follow that and get a really offer that you're passionate about, whatever, it's quite easy to scale that because obviously Google, they're not going to say no for you just increasing your ad budget. So OTO 1 is a little. I want it. Yep. It's a step-by-step of how to set up your very first Google Ads campaign, from where to sign up, what page to use, what funnel to use, what offer to pick, what keywords. So very, very in depth. And we actually have a PPC Google expert on that live call.
Wow. That sounds fantastic. How much is that one?
That one is $47.
Too cheap.
Yeah, I can increase it if you like.
No, it's all right. We'll keep it like that just for now, just for my tribe, and then you can increase it for the rest of them.
All right, sounds good.
All right. What's next, Jazz? OTO 2.
Yeah, so then we have the 7x income. So the 2 fellows I'm launching with is Dan and Philip. Yeah. And they've produced some quality products. And in this one, you get 6 of their past products, but not just that, you actually get 100% commissions for all of them.
Nice.
Now, what I would say is it fits in very nicely with
I would say get the 100% commissions and then use your training to drive traffic to those.
Precisely.
Yes.
Precisely. So
see that one coming. How much is that one?
That one's 97.
Okay, cool. That's good. So that's like the price usually for one 100% commission bump, but you get a multiple of them, right?
Correct.
Yeah, perfect.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. 6 of them. Yeah.
6, yeah, right. Good value. OTO 3, what we got?
It's called unlimited traffic.
Okay.
Right? So not to get too technical, again, it ties in with the Google ads. It ties in with, essentially, once you set up your Google ad, you can grab your pixel and put it on our sales pages for our launches.
Okay.
What this means is all the traffic we send, which is hundreds of thousands of visitors.
Yeah, from all the JVs and all their lists and everything else.
Correct. You will get that data in your Google Ads account. So a lot of targeted traffic there, which you can then send to OTO2.
Yep.
And, since you know how to run Google Ads now, it makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah,
So
it's a very congruent funnel. Definitely working very well.
Precisely. And there's another one more.
Yep, OTO4.
Mm-hmm. So this is a reseller, right? So you can resell this product, this fantastic product, as if it's your very own.
Yes, lovely.
And there's a lot of people looking for this. So you can put your own price on it. So I honestly think this is being sold. Well, there's nothing like this out there, but this sort of thing would be at least $500, probably more, to be honest. And so you can literally repackage it, slap your name on it, and give it to your audience. So it becomes your product.
That's nice.
You don't have to create.
How much is that?
That is $97. Also.
That's good. That's good. That's awesome.
That's the entire funnel.
Perfect. Okay, and quickly, I'm just going to tell you about some bonuses that one of the crazy members of this launch, Philip, has put together. And I say crazy because Philip sends me the craziest videos. And I actually said to him yesterday, Philip, where's your crazy video? Because he hadn't contacted me on this one. And he didn't let me down. He sent me the craziest videos. I mean, I love it when he's flicking. He's got these helmets, isn't he? Like flicking the rubber horns and stuff like that. I'm just going to quickly share my screen and just show everybody before we go, to give you an idea of just some of the bonuses that you are going to get only if you buy through me, ladies and gentlemen. Trevor Carr.
Now we're talking.
Nobody else. Okay. Right. So what I've managed to do is I've talked my crazy Viking friend into giving me his Forsaken program, right? But not just that. You're going to get the front end, the OTO1, the OTO2, the OTO3, the OTO4, and the OTO5, right? That alone is worth the $12.95. If we didn't even talk to Jazz today and see what incredible training he's got for us, we could just, do you know what? Just for $12.95, I'm going to give you all of these. The front end, OTO 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? Now, there will be other bonuses as well. As you know, I love to spoil you lot crazy. And let me just get rid of this. Can you still see my screen, or am I not sharing now?
I can see.
No, we're back, right. So there'll be other bonuses as well, but I just wanted to tell you about that one because this is coming from the same team, and that is a complete full funnel for free. All right. So I think that all you need to do now, and that's not you, Jazz, because you know what you're doing. You people that are watching this, is go and grab this as soon as you can through my link. It goes live on the 29th of November at 9 a.m. EST, which is 2 p.m. in the UK. So if you're seeing this before then you're going to have to hold tight. If you're seeing this after then you're going to grab this as soon as you can, because my bonus bundle is strictly limited. I can't negotiate bonus bundles like these and just give them to everybody. The last promo that I did, my bonuses were snapped up incredibly quickly. I think we did something like 60 sales in the first hour as an affiliate, which is normally what I would do as the vendor. All right. So you're going to have to really, really get cracking on this. And I just want to say, do not miss this one. All right. There is a ton of rubbish being launched every single day. You're aware of that. You've seen it. But what we've got here is the real deal. we've got a gentleman here who has cracked a system that works, that's making him a huge amount of money with free traffic. It's also building his list without having to create products. This is his first real kind of product launch, whereas what I teach my students is, you need to be creating your products, etc. This is going to get you a way to get those commissions, to build that list, to get that free traffic, to get some results very, very quickly, just by following what he teaches. And we've seen today in there so much value, incredible value. Yeah, please, please, sir.
Yes, sir. Just one more thing, right? I forgot. So I always believe, I think like yourself, I always believe in a show not tell approach to marketing, because like you just said there, it just reminded me there is a lot of crap being launched. So I think this time last year I was on stage in Atlanta and I was teaching this similar system. So what I did is I set up an experiment before the talk that I did on the stage. I deployed the system I'm talking about, and by the end of it, live on stage, I was able to generate, I think it was a $1,600 commission.
Nice.
Live on stage, and that video is captured, and on the link you have, Trevor. So on our main page, Traffic Cataclysm, that video is there. So you guys check that out.
Okay.
It literally.
So they get that as well.
Yeah, well, it's on the sales page. So you'll see that I'm on stage there, and I'm teaching people.
Right.
And the thing that I'm teaching them, I've just used it myself and shown them that it works.
Fantastic.
So
Fantastic.
It was quite a good moment.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Jazz, I just want to say thank you so much for today. It's been an absolute eye-opener. I am personally very, very excited to go through your course, and I'm going to be picking your brains, and I just can't wait to see the kind of results that everybody's going to get with this. And it's just lovely to see such quality training being offered at a ridiculous price at a time in the world when we all need a little bit of help. We all need a little bit of love and kindness, and we all need a little bit of guidance, to help us through. So thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and thank you to everybody here today, and just go grab it. And I'll see you all soon. Take care.